New art supplies. Yay!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're new here, I am Kelly and I do art tutorials, product reviews, and tips for creative moms. And this week we are opening up my June Sketchbox. Now I have been kind of AWOL for the past couple weeks. There's just been so much going on autism wise. We've had contractors coming over and everything that could possibly broke on me this week, so I haven't been able to make a ton of videos for you guys. So I am back this week and I will continue to be back every week, so I hope you stick around and I hope you subscribe. If you are not familiar with what a Sketchbox is, it is a monthly subscription box that you get delivered to your house, and Sketchbox has two packages. You can choose regular or premium. I chose premium, and so I get more high quality products every month. I also chose Sketchbox. There's a few out there. There's Art Snack and there's Smart Art Box, and then Sketchbox as far as I know. I chose Sketchbox because I don't like to play with clay or anything that you don't write or paint with. So that's what I chose this box for. And Art Snacks just seemed really small for the money. So I just figured this was the best box, and so far I've had 2 boxes and they have been wonderful. Both, like, I've gotten what I wanted in every, like, I was really excited about the stuff that I got in each box. So if you are interested in getting your own Sketchbox, I will have a link in the video description below and you can check that out. So now let's see what's in my box. So let's see what is in this box. We have a set of 5 Chameleon color top markers. We also have a piece of art that was created with everything in this box. We also have a Chameleon Color Tones magic fuser marker thing that I will show you how to use here in a second. And we have 3 Prismacolor markers in blue, teal, and black, and these are light fast, so these are super exciting to get. I also have a little sketchbook, and this paper is 110 pounds, so it's nice and thicker than your normal sketchbook paper, so that's really cool. We also have our Sketchbox sticker, and we have our June description. And on the back of that, it has the instructions on how to use these markers. And that's all we have in this box. Okay, so I have everything laid out here, and I'm basically going to write the color of everything and kind of test out what everything looks like. So right now I'm doing the black, and these markers have a really nice brush tip, so they're really nice to work with. I honestly did not think I was going to enjoy them as much as I did, but they are really nice. So I'm just gonna keep sampling and seeing what colors I have in this box here. I'm going on to the blue now. And it also came with this nice waterproof pen. A lot of people that I talk to in my groups actually really like this pen for some of their watercolor detail, like when they do a watercolor piece. Okay, so this is the fuser pen, and I'm actually seeing how everything works here. And you can see me right now, I'm not going to fuse this long enough, and it's not going to change color. But the idea of these pens, and this is why they're called Chameleon pen marker thingies, is that they transition colors. The longer you fuse, the longer the transition is, which is what I'm doing here. And you just want to gently touch the 2 tips together. And the idea of these pens is so cool. I remember seeing them when they came out. It was about 2 years ago. So I was really excited to try them out in this box. But as you can see, my second run through with these pens, I don't know why I keep calling them pens, they're markers, turned out a lot better. And this one has 2 nubs on it, one thicker and one thinner. I'm going to label that. And then I get a little confused when I'm working with these because I didn't realize that I had to use them with just the blue. I thought you would be able to do all the colors together, or I would be able to do them individually and have them fade, but they have to work with the original blue in this pin. So it kind of took me a second to figure out what I was doing, but I did fuse. And you can see here, it goes from pink to purple and then on to blue. So these markers are really, really interesting, and they were a lot of fun to play with. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how they all go back together here. It takes a second to get used to it, but you have to be careful to put the tops on correctly, otherwise you will mess up the nubs. And another thing to note with these is I did contact the company because I was wondering about the light fast, like if they would fade over time or not. And so I did email them, and they did. Their customer service is really great. They responded to me, it seemed like almost right away or within the hour. And they did tell me that as of right now, they don't have any light fast ratings for these pens or markers at all. They also do have a line of colored pencils that kind of go along with these markers. So they do have a YouTube channel here, and I believe they're just called Chameleon or Chameleon Pens. I'll put the link in the video description below so you can check out what a lot of artists are doing with these. I kind of find that without having the light fast ratings, that I really don't prefer to work with anything. Like if I was to sell the original, I would not be working with these markers. So in my opinion, this is something that I would rather use like in an adult coloring book or something that that I wasn't too concerned about fading. But these were a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm playing with the purples and the blues. And I was trying to make a sphere, and they lay down really, really smooth too. And I am not a fan of markers. I never was. I'm always that person that ends up with marker on their palm, or, you know, and I end up making marker prints everywhere, and there's little fingerprints everywhere because I'm just a really messy kind of artist. So these weren't too bad, but I wasn't officially working on a whole piece, but they do seem to dry really quickly, which is another thing that I do really like about them. These are pretty quick to get the hang of too, like once you figure out how long the fuse time is for the correct fading that you want. They're pretty easy to figure out. I did find that being as somebody that doesn't really work with markers that well, because the casing is circular, there was a lot of rolling around and me chasing caps all over the place. And the thing about markers, from what I understand, is that you do want to store them flat, otherwise, especially when they have two nubs, otherwise one end will dry out if you have it sitting up in one direction or the other. So I do recommend getting something to kind of keep the markers in to where they can lay flat, so they don't roll around all over the place on you. And right now I decided to mess around with the Prismacolor markers, and I did really, really like these. These I want to kind of use as an underbase to some of my colored pencil pieces that I've seen artists do, which I thought was really, really interesting. But overall, I do say that I am a big fan of these, and these would be super cool in a coloring book or any kind of small piece that you wanted to complete really quickly. They did lay down nice, and as a plus side, I did not get any marker on my hands. So 2 thumbs up. I thought they were really cool, and the Sketchbox was a hit for me. And that's pretty much all I got to say about these. It was a really cool experience. I'm not a fan of markers, so this was a lot of fun for me. So that's all I have for you guys this week. If you're interested in getting your own Sketchbox, I will have the link in the video description below so you can check that out. I will also have the links to my social media listed below. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I am newly on Snapchat. I am still figuring that out, so bear with me on that one. And if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I upload new videos every week, and I will be committed to every week from now on. I don't anticipate any more stuff breaking on me. So that's all I have for you guys this week, and I will see you next time. Bye.